tomorrow though. Tomorrow night we're starting at 8 o'clock and it shall be wine. So any adults who want to join us, remember that's what we're doing tomorrow at 9. Okay, welcome to you all. Today we are painting these rather glorious spring flowers. They're gorgeous, they're like big daisies, which are lovely. It's very easy to paint. And what we're actually learning today is how to paint glass and make it look like glass, and how to create the shape by using colour and shading the shape and the texture of the flowers, the flower heads. We're not going to learn much about petals today, but another flower painting we will. Now what you need for today's painting, something to paint on. You don't need a gorgeous canvas, you could just use a bit of paper, but strong paper. You could use a bit of a cardboard box that you've previously painted white. You could use a gorgeous canvas like this, anything. Perhaps not paper that's too thin because it might break up with all of the work we're going to do on it. But anyway, you need some paint. I've got 2 blues, 2 reds, don't need 2 reds, I've just got them, 2 yellows and white. Don't worry if you've just got 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 blue. We can make the other colours and I'm going to show you how to. But the essentials are red, yellow, blue, white, oh, and black. We need a little bit of black. I haven't got any black, but we can make black. I'll show you how to make black again. I've got 3 brushes, a little brush, a big brush, and a middle brush. I've got a cloth. And I've got some kitchen roll today. We actually found some in the shops. Amazing as that may seem. Okay, that's all we need. Oh, some water. And if you've got something to hold your canvas up with, or just lean it against something, or your lump of cardboard, or if you've got a bit of paper, just sort of prop it up as best you can. Put it on something heavy and prop it up. Right, I've got my very old painty shirt because I've lost my new one. Look at this painty shirt. That has seen some work. Can't find my new one. Be in the house somewhere. I'll have put it somewhere safe. I often do that. My dog is now sitting on my daughter's knee, but my dog's a great big old boxer dog. It does look quite funny. Anyway, there we go. So that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to start off painting the background in.
Oh, apparently the audio sounds a bit funny.
Oh.
Let us know if anyone else has that problem as well. I don't know why that might be.
I'll have a slurp of tea while I'm waiting.
Technical difficulties.
Now it's going to be slightly different today. We're not going to sketch on our painting today. We're just going to slap the background over the whole canvas. So very easy. You want your big brush. I'm just going to get my other big brush. Just not like this one.
Oh, we've got a shout out to Lynn and David. Lynn, I believe, is Grace Winpenny's mother, it's her birthday today. And
how old is Grace? Is Grace painting?
Well, it's not Grace's birthday, it's Lynn's birthday, who's Grace's mum. And so Lynn and David are painting together for the first time today.
Oh, sounds exciting. Right, anyway, I've got a nice big brush here. Guys, what I'm going to say to you, you don't have to use a proper paintbrush. For this bit, with a big brush bit, you could use a house brush. I sometimes do. Just get any old big brush. You want a big brush. I've swapped because I like a really big brush for this, and I have been known to use household brushes, so you know you can. Right, are you far enough away, Amber, to get this all in? I've got a wet brush. I've wet it. I've dried it. I'm going to get some blue and some white. Now, if your blue's a darker blue than that, you can make up some lighter blue with some white and some of the darker blue. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But anyway, you're going to just slap it on like that. If you've only got one blue, get a bit of your white move it to one side, put a tiny bit of your darker blue in. Tiny bit, and you'll get a light blue. Bit more than that.
So you just keep building it up till you get a sort of.
Yeah, build it up. You don't go in with too much dark blue and straight away, or else you lose all your white. So get a blue sort of like that and just slap it on. It's a bit different to the one I'm using, but you know, it'll do the same thing. So I'm just going to get a bit of your white as well, because what we want is we want it a bit sort of stripy and streaky. And I'm just going to splodge that on. Keep it wet. Keep your brush wet. Is everyone up to speed?
So we're going for not perfectly
Not all
perfectly
one colour.
blended, sort of a mix of colours.
So you get a dollop of your blue, a dollop of your white, whichever white you're using, and just up and down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Keep it wet. And go from the top to the bottom. Don't go across because we want it sort of a bit stripy. Keeping it quite wet because we want to paint over this, and it works really differently to how you imagine. The wetter it is, the quicker it will dry. The thicker it is, the paint, the less water you put on, the more paint you put on, the longer it will take to dry. So I'm keeping it quite wet because I want it to dry quickly, because I want to be able to put the front on. And by the front, I mean the foreground, which are the flowers and the jar. Now, I know someone else whose birthday it is today. Gemma Harker.
What?
Well, she's not a Harker now. She's a something else now. What is she now?
Martin.
Martin, Gemma Martin. Gemma Martin's birthday. And I think she's 21 again. And again.
We've got Jess and Liv from Margate painting. We've got Poppy, who's 8, attempting this today with her mum helping.
Wow.
We've got Emily, who's 8, in Chill Bottle
I nearly
painting
called
as
you
well.
Poppy, Amber.
Really? It's a nice day.
Oh, it's a lovely name. I love it. I like Amber too.
Cheers.
Not as much as Poppy.
But why did you call me at them?
Your dad wouldn't let me. There we are. That's it. You just want a basic coverage. I've got slight stripes going through there. I might want a bit more. So I'm going to go in with a bit of white and just slide it in dots like that. So I've just put some little bits on like that, and then I'm just going to blend that in. Just to make it a bit streakier. Because I want it to look like shards of light, I think, really, coming down. Can you see that okay, Amber? Is that visually okay?
Yep.
And we're going to go in with a bit of blue, just to make it even more sneaky. The same effect. You just use the blue you've mixed up. I wouldn't go in with a very dark blue because we do want a bit of contrast with the jar at the front. Okay, there we go. While I'm waiting for you to catch up, because I know I'm quick, I'm fast, I'm going up the sides.
We could tell them about our exciting news we've got planned for next week.
Oh yes, next week,
We've got
on
something
the
a bit
Tuesday, the Tuesday we're sort of aiming at a more children audience, more childlike audience. Yeah.
different. We do the children's paintings on a Tuesday, yeah.
Yes, so we do the children's on a Tuesday, and then on the Thursday we're doing a mid-range that anyone can do, and on the Friday night we're doing a more adult painting. It's adult because it's later and we're drinking wine. That's the only reason it's adult. So if you've got a child that wants to join in, they can join in. Have a look at what we're painting first though. But next Tuesday on the children's one, we are going to do the NHS Rainbow, and all proceeds from that are going to go to charity, to the NHS. We've got a link on our page. We will have a link on our page that you can
donate via.
Donate.
It's going to be still a free event because we understand that some people
have no
have no
at the
money and
moment.
also just want to maybe show their love for the NHS through a lovely painting of a rainbow. So we'll do like a proper, really nice painting. So one that you'd be really proud to stick in your front window and show everyone your support for the NHS. But we'll also have a donations button option if you'd like to give some money, and all of that will go to the NHS.
Yeah,
so that's
will all go to
what
the
we're doing
NHS.
next week. So keep an eye on the page for that because that should be really good fun.
We haven't actually finished designing that yet. As soon as we get it finished, we've got the design finished, and I get it painted, we shall stick it on so you can see what we're going to do. It's going to be beautiful, guys. So that's all going to be for the NHS, and that is next Tuesday. Right, another slurp of tea while I wait for you. Give me a...
Can people hear us? Apparently the sound's a bit muffled for some people. That'll be a shame.
thumbs up if you can hear.
Try and take your phone case off. It might be that muffling it a bit.
Well, we don't know, are we? Do we?
No. I'm not sure what's happened there.
Is the volume up or down, or
Doesn't.
does that make any difference? I don't know.
People who are watching, if it's a bit quiet, can maybe try and fiddle around with their volume a bit.
Let's see who's got on there. Nikki Ramsey. Kate Lawrence is watching. Hi, Kate.
Hi to Joel and Alexandra.
Oh, Liz, you're on. Liz is on. She's
Other
the one.
people
The
say
sound is fine. Okay.
Okay, great.
That's really good. Sarah Johnson's on. Oh, it's going well. Good. I'm glad. But we have already done the background, though. Right, when you're ready, give me the thumbs up, guys, and I shall continue. Oh, Claire, the third painting for you. Are you putting your pictures on so we can see them? Guys, that's really important. We'd like you to put your paintings on when you finish them. Just underneath, isn't it?
I put another post on afterwards for them.
Yeah, we put another post on afterwards, but if you just stick them up on the post, we can all see them then, can't we, Amber?
Yeah. It's nice though, at the end, once all this is over, we can see how many paintings everyone has,
Yeah.
and if they've got a little gallery of their own at home, it'd be fun, everyone will have their own.
Oh yes, you should all put them up together on the wall, that would be fab. Right, we're going to start off with our vase. You want your little brush. And we'll do this in the blue. I'm going to use my dark blue. And you want it roughly in the centre of your canvas. So I'm going to say about there. So roughly in the centre. That one's off centre. You can actually put it where you want. So I'm going to put it in the centre this time.
Oh wow.
Change it a bit.
Lucy Appleton is framing all of their paintings that they're doing.
Oh my goodness, I must see those. I never frame any of mine.
And Paula Martin's done all of them. And Cora and Brianna, it's their first time painting along with you today. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you hopefully at one of our other events.
Right guys, you want to go up about a third of the canvas. So I reckon that's about a third. But just roughly measure it. I just do it like that roughly with my fingers. So I think it's up to about there. I'm just going to go like that. And I'm just going to have a line. There we are. And then I want you to measure roughly a third of this. So I'm going to put it into thirds. So 1, 2, 3. That's roughly thirds. So you've got roughly thirds of your vase. Oh, it's not a vase, it's a jam jar. It's a blue jam jar. And then here we're going to go out to about there. Now I do all this artist's measuring look. So So what I can see, I'm going to stand in the same place, hold my brush out, and the width of my vase is the same as the height. So that is how I'm going to judge it. So there's my height, and I want the width about the same, so that's quite a lot. And then I just go and roughly measure it with my fingers. So I'm just going to come out to there.
This is in a darker blue. What if people haven't got a darker blue?
Well, they were meant to have mixed the first blue with white. Has anyone said that they haven't got?
No, I'm just
Yeah, you were
thinking
meant
out
to have mixed your first blue with loads of white. Do you remember we made that colour
for the background.
initially for the background with the darker blue?
So you should still have a darker blue. If not, I suppose you could go for kind of a purpley vase. You could add a bit of red in to your blue.
It's a jar though.
Jar.
And you want this just a bit smaller. So we're just going to do it in squares at the minute. And we're going to put a smaller square on top. Like that.
For anyone who's joining late or has potentially missed it, this will be on the page for a few days. So if you're watching and you know anyone who you think would enjoy doing something like this, you can share it with them, let them know, and it will still be on the page for a couple of days. It's a really nice thing to suggest for anyone to do. It's quite nice when people suggest to their older parents who potentially are quite bored at home alone. It's quite nice as something mindful and relaxing to do and to suggest to them. So yeah, it will still be on the page for a few days. Once that's once we've got it sorted, it'll be on YouTube as well. So.
Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to round down there like that. So just make it go round. And then I'll wait till you all catch up. So it's just a big square, a square with a rectangle.
I'll bring
on
us a
top.
bit closer so you can get
Slightly
a
smaller.
really good look at that.
Yeah, stay in close. Stay in close so you can see what to do. Because this is the tricky bit. After this, it's all plain sailing. This is the hardest bit of this painting.
It's just sort of a big rectangle with a little rectangle on top. So
No, it's not that hard.
you don't have to work that hard on the proportions if you don't want it. It's a bit confusing.
Pass the red lady over. What was that noise?
Wasn't you eating?
No. Okay, we've rounded off the corner. So
Hold on, wait. I'm going to pass you the red lady. We've got some options for the painting this time next week, the Thursday one, so the kind of adult and potentially children's one if they want to join in, or older children. We've got a few options, so we would like you guys to let us know what option you'd prefer, and we'll sort of work out which ones had the most kind of votes and the best reaction. So
there's this lady. It's rather nice. That's a nice one to do. It's got a similar background to what we're doing today, guys.
yeah, so that's number one.
Number two
A nice little vote option if you guys want.
is the scary owl.
I like
Stick
him.
these all up. Yes, I love him. But he is a bit scary. But I do like him.
It's a bit more of a dark feeling. I do like that a lot.
And then we've got a more summery vibe. We've got rather lovely sunflowers. Got a bit
So
of ribbon.
that's number three. So yeah, it's flowers again, but that is a very beautiful one. I do. That's one of the first ones you ever did, isn't it? That
Yes.
one.
Well, one of the first ones
Tiddly
I did for
painters.
Tiddly Painters,
Yeah.
yes. Okay,
So yeah, let us know which one you preferred, and then we'll kind of see which one got the best response and probably do that one.
right, now we're going to just loop this into...
So how have you done that? Just a little sort of thin circle on top.
Yes, so it's just like a disc. It's a disc on top, really.
Oh, hold on. We're getting a lot of options, people who are choosing what they like. So we've got a lot of people who like the third option, flowers.
Right, now I'm looping this. Well, that might just be because they're all flowery people on today. It might be when other people see it, they want other things. Right, now we're following all of the loop, just like that. And we're going to do 3 lines. And then I'm going to wait till you all catch up, guys.
Because everyone's typing in their options.
To go first.
Ooh, so I think it's kind of torn at the minute between the sunflowers and the lady in the red dress. Not as many votes for the owl. Oh, we've just got another one for Evil Owl in.
I like Evil Owl.
Yeah, me too. It's a bit of a change from us.
Right, guys, so I'll just talk you through that. You've rounded off the corners. You've put a small disc-like shape at the top, and then you've done 1, 2, 3 lines, and do a line there. We're going to make all of this quite round.
If the option you've chosen isn't done this week, we'll probably do it another week
Yeah,
anyway.
we'll do it another
It'll be
weekend.
done, I'm sure.
I think
Who
we're going to be.
knows how long we'll be
I think
here.
we're going to be here for months. The way it's going. Sorry to disappoint you all if you thought we were getting out next week, but I don't think we are. I'm never going to be back at the Badger doing my lovely paintings with you lot. I miss going to the pubs and doing the paintings. It's nice doing it at home, but it was fun in the pubs as well. Thumbs up when you're ready, guys, and we'll move on.
Let me have a look at what people have said then. We've got a lot of votes for number 3, a few for the lady in the dress, and a couple of people who are into the owl as well. Right, we've got a lot of thumbs up coming in as well. So
Okay.
ready to go.
Let's press on, guys.
And remember, if you're incredibly stuck or far behind or something's gone really, really terribly wrong, just put a little comment in and we'll try our best to rectify it from here.
Right, if you've got black, use your black. If you haven't got black, like me, I have got black in the studio. Should I just make them get some? Or shall I make
Well,
some
I think
black?
you should make some and then everyone can... You learn something new, don't you?
Okay, get a bit of blue. I'm getting a bit of the darker red I've got. I'm going to make a really dark purple.
Lift it up a little bit. We can't quite see. Yeah. A bit higher. Perfect.
Bit of dark purple there going on. And then I'm going to put a bit of my yellow in. I'm just taking it from the side there because I don't want to...
So if anyone's confused as to what we're doing, if they missed it, we're trying to make sort of near black colour for anyone who doesn't have black paint. And also just because...
It's for Gina, really. I don't even know she's on today.
I think she's got paints, hasn't she?
No, Gina got the paints. She got a paint pack from us, so she got all the paints she needed. But unfortunately, they exploded when we sent them to her.
Which is a recurring theme now. We're
So, yeah,
trying to rectify the situation.
We are getting now, we're sourcing some paint
In
in
tubes.
tubes that won't explode when we post it out. We didn't expect
Well,
people to want us to post it originally.
Yeah,
we
and-
have been delivering. We have got packs for sale, guys. It's on Facebook. It gets everything you want. We're changing them up a bit though because we've learned a lot.
And I think what we were trying to do was give everyone all of the colours that they sort of needed. So we were kind of putting them into individual tubs and sending them off like that. But it did just prove to be a bit kind of messy. And
Yes,
so we're
especially
getting
when we were
tubes
posting
now.
them. Okay, so that's nearly black, guys. That's a pretty good. Don't know. It's a bit. If you keep looking at it and seeing, it's a bit green. So I'm going to put a little bit more red in.
So we're mixing together
All
dark
the
blue, dark blue, red, and a little bit of yellow, and you sort of just mix it up together till you get a colour that you think is about right.
If you've got all the colours, guys, and you want to make black, burnt umber and ultramarine make a lovely black. And it's nicer to make your own black than to use a bought black, because bought blacks can sometimes be a bit dead. So there you
Yeah,
are.
it gives it a bit of tonal quality, doesn't it, having
Yeah.
a sort of mixed colour.
So I've got that, it's more of a Payne's grey, but that's okay, that'll work. Okay, so guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this across the back. So if you've got black, that's what you're doing, just put it across the back there. I'm going to go under all of my lines, so under there. Keep it round. Under there. And under there. I'm not going to go under the bottom lines, just under those ones, just like that, let it dry a bit. I'm going to go back with my blue. I'm not bothering to clean my brush because I wanted a dark blue, and I'm going to just loop these out a bit here. So I'm just making it a bit loopy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just adding some ridges to the side.
Okay, there she goes, the vocabulary queen.
Well, it just makes me... it's just...
God, it's awful if you have intelligent children. Right, there we go. And then there, I'm just going to sloop that round again. I want a little bit of a black rim on it, not too much. We're going to go over that.
Yeah,
with
so
blue
blend that
now.
in with the blue, so it's not too much of a harsh line.
There we are. It'll all come alive when we put the white on at the end, guys. Now, if you're enjoying it and you'd like to give a donation today, today's donations aren't for the NHS. Today's donations will just be for me to keep my family together, because normally I do this in pubs and clubs and charge people to do it. So yeah, we are struggling a little bit financially, but if you could just help out a little bit, £5 would be absolutely marvellous. Thank you ever so much. I think Amber's going to, she's keeping me right with all the technology, she's going to stick a link on. To do it on PayPal, aren't you, Amber? I'm just saying, well, we're going to have a donations page which isn't for the NHS, it is for ourselves.
Yeah, we'll be popping that on the next post, so if you do fancy leaving a little tip or anything like that, that option's there too.
Don't worry if you can't afford to, guys. It is free. I want it to be.
Can I just bring this a little bit closer? We've got someone asking if we can just close it.
Yeah.
I hope that's alright for you.
Okay, guys, if you're up to speed, what we're going to do is we're just going to sort of colour that in. Just with my blue. And I'm following the shape of the vase. So I'm going sort of round. We're going to put all the detail in later, so don't worry if it's not quite right at the minute. We're just getting it on.
And you want to leave a little bit of the background showing through, am I right? You don't want it to be fully covered,
Yes.
so you can see that it's translucent.
Well, we can put a bit on later, so don't worry too much about that. Just get it splodged on. There we are. Perfect. I've got a little bit showing there and a bit there, that'll work. You could get your cloth or a bit of kitchen roll and put a little bit of yeah, we've got the light sort of coming from up this side today. Normally I have the light on the other side. I don't know why, but anyway, you can just rub a bit off like that. Don't need a lot. We're going to put white on later to make it a little more translucent. And I'm just going on with my thumb because I like it. When you're doing this, follow the shape of the jar, and it will make it look.
There's sort of curved lines. You don't want to fill it in with straight lines.
And it will. You don't feel like you're doing anything, but it just creates the shape for you. It's quite clever. I'm going to do it all again in white in a minute, and that'll just bring it all alive, guys. we all up to speed? Thumbs up if you're there. You want your whole jar coloured in, not finished, just coloured in, and we're going to get the flowers on. Thumbs up if you're ready to go.
We've got some sad faces coming in.
Oh, well, hold on then. This is a lovely painting to do on a sunny afternoon. It's all about spring.
Not as sunny today as it was yesterday where we are. Yesterday was lovely. Sat in the garden all day.
Yes, it was lovely. We have got a lovely garden to sit in. We're very lucky. Okay, guys, this is what we're doing on Friday night, just to show you. Tomorrow night, we're doing wine, and we're drinking wine too. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to, it'll be like a night out, a night in. It's staying in is the new going out. So it's going to be like a fab night. We're going to drink wine and we're going to paint this painting, which is like 2 glasses of wine chinking, and the wine is splurting up into a heart. Now, I'm not sure, I might drink red wine tomorrow night, but this time of year is a bit of a rosé moment. And there's always Prosecco. Oh, it's a problem. I don't know, I'll think of something. I shall get it sorted, but this is what we're painting. We're learning how to do this lovely textured background.
We're thinking you should drag your husbands in to paint it with you.
Yeah.
Or if you're on your own, or if you just want to paint on, you get away from everyone for a bit. It's nice to do it on your own too. But
Yeah,
quite a fun little
Emma
date
thinks
night.
it might be romantic because it's in her heart. I just think it'll never mind.
It's just wine.
It's just somewhere to throw your wine. Anyway, there you go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Gorgeous background. Lovely, exuberant. And the little drops. And then how to do glass again. This is glass that's see-through, so it's a little bit more
Stage
tricky.
up from what we're doing tonight. So yeah.
Stage up from what
Join
we're
us in
doing
with that
today.
tomorrow. We've had someone ask, Sarah has asked, do you fill the top of the jar with black? We've
Yes.
got a little bit of black under and then some blue, haven't we? So it's,
Yeah, so well, it's this bit, your inside of your disc is black, and then you've got your lines going under it. We're going to sort this all out with more paint in a while. Don't worry if it doesn't look great at the minute. We're going to sort it all out later with white. White's going to make it come alive. We're actually going to draw the stalks going down. We've got loads to do yet, guys, so don't worry if it doesn't look right yet. People don't really look at the vase. They tend to concentrate on the flowers. It's like all these paintings. We spend ages worrying about the background and then no one ever looks at it. They just look at what's in the front. Come on, does no one want to do the lovely lady? Look
we've
at her.
had a few people vote for the lady as well.
I love the way her dress floats. And look, you're learning how to do a lovely skinny body and lovely arms and a hair. She's very, the vocabulary police will be able to help me here. She's not a stereotype, she's not a realistic person, Amber. It's more an illustrative. Illustrative, would you say? I said that wrong, didn't I?
No?
More of a...
Well, she's very simplistic, very minimalist. There's no.
Minimalist, that's it. She's got no eyes, no nose, stick some lips on.
It's more like it shows the kind of hints at a woman more than it
Yes.
is exactly. Yeah,
It's not abstract, it's more illustrative, I'd say. Okay, how are we doing? Thumbs up?
Oh, we've got Lauren, age 9, painting along today. I wonder how it's going. Show us at the end how it's gone.
Okay, guys, we're going to go in. We're going to get our little brush. Make sure it's clean. Now, I'm going to go in with my yellow ochre. You mightn't have yellow ochre. If you haven't got yellow ochre, get a bit of your yellow, tiny bit of red, make it into an orange, and then an even tinier bit of black. Tiny, tiny, tiny bit. And you'll get a murky yellowy colour, a bit like my yellow ochre. Mine's a bit too orange, so you'd need a bit more yellow in there. fact, I might just move some yellow near and put a bit of that in. There, that's pretty perfect. So that's all you're doing, guys. You're making a bit of orange. Using a bit of orange with your yellow, tiny bit of red, even smaller bit of black. Really small bit of black. And you want to get like a yellowy ochre colour. And now we're going to sketch in the centre of our flowers. So I want one to go. Can you still see, Amber?
Yeah, hold on.
We want one to go here. I want one to go there.
You can place these wherever you want.
Yeah, you don't need to put them where I'm putting them. It's just I think it's
compositionally it's quite
compositionally it's best. But it's up to you. I'm going to have that one sort of slightly going off because I like it. Okay. Colour them in with your murky orange that you made. Might go a bit green. That's because your blue background is sort of shown through. Doesn't matter because we're going to put more coats on in a minute. So I'm just covering it all in with my yellow ochre or the colour that you made. Which was just a murky yellow, really. That's all yellow ochre is, a murky yellow. Now we're going to create texture on these and everything in a minute. Just splodge them on roughly where they're going to go. They're blocking the light.
Tad there, yeah, that's it.
There we are. Sketch them on roughly where they're going to go, guys. No right or wrong. It's art. Don't do anything wrong. It's just different and different's good. I might have that one more that way. There we are. Perfect.
This is my favourite, I think, of all the paintings you've done so far on these live streams.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it's the nicest one that can kind of really hang up on the wall, you know what I mean?
Oh, I think they're all
No, yeah,
wall-worthy.
they are, but I just think this one is really, like, especially because it's spring as well, it just makes me feel quite...
Yes, it's nice for the spring.
It's been quite nice, actually, because we're obviously going out for our one permitted daily exercise, and seeing all the baby lambs and all the daffodils and things near where we live, it's been very nice. It's made me feel very spring-like. I don't know about you.
Put me off eating lamb. I'm a hypocritical meat eater, guys. Okay. I'm going to make some green. Going to move the camera back a little
Yeah.
bit. I'm going to do it with my little brush. I'm washing it, drying it. I don't think Gemma's watching today, is she?
Probably partying.
Gemma's my assistant who comes round the pubs with me. She's my niece and it is her birthday. Okay, I've moved a bit of yellow over. Can you see that okay?
Yep.
Tiny bit of blue. And I've made green. Now that green is a bit, well actually what I'm going to do with that green is I'm going to separate it up. I'm going to put a dab there and I'm going to put a little dab there. And in one of the dabs I'm going to put quite a lot of blue.
Make
and
it
I'm
really
going to
dark.
make a very dark green. So I've got a dark green, a middle green. I might make a lighter green, or I might just put yellow on, guys. I think I'll just put yellow on. So I've got two greens. I've got a dark green, a very dark green. and a lighter green. I'm going to start with my darker green and my little brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put stems coming from these flowers. I'm going to do them not really next to them. I'm just going to go like that for that one.
Yeah, you need to leave space for the petals.
Yeah, I'm going to leave space for the petals because I don't want to have to be painting over all the green. But just lines coming from your flowers where you think they'd be. I think that one would be down there. I'm just going to do it going like that. Oh, I've done that really close. Never mind, doesn't matter. There we go. Now I want you to take that right over the back line and then follow it down
inside the jar.
Inside the jar. I'm going in between the lines we did earlier.
We've got Paula's left a message saying she's changing her water, so we might have to catch up when she gets back.
Okay.
Give us a shout when you get back if you're a bit lost. If she's not here, she can't hear me, but
okay, I'll just leave it there for a
Go
while
for it,
and
yeah.
everyone catch up.
I'll just bring it a bit closer then so we can all see. So we've got those stems that are coming down from next to the flowers but not actually on the flowers because we need to leave room for the petals, and then the stems are coming down into the jar, just leaving gaps where the lines of the jar are, so we just break it off and you don't want to go over those lines. Quite a dark green for this bit.
Okay, so I've got a detail brush now. It's a tiny little brush. We do have these in our packs if you've got one of our packs. It's our latest things with a tiny little brush. And with this one, I'm going to put on the stalks for the fine white stuff.
The blossom you saw for.
What is it? What do you call it? I have a name. What do you call it? I want my paint quite.
Hold on, you are on the way of the light. I'll try and
Alright, hold on.
move the light off just this bit.
Okay, we're going to go up from there. You want it quite free this bit. Just keep the paint quite flowy.
Is this still with the dark green?
Yeah.
If anyone's stuck or if they're behind or anything, just let us know. We can slow down. Oh, Paula's back.
Oh, good.
Hi Paula, so what we've done is we've just added those stems in with the dark green. I don't know if you've caught it, but we've just gone from near those buds, but not on them, and so we can leave room for the petals. And we've just done some stems coming down into the vase, and now we're just adding sort of thinner, kind of more free stems for the sort of blossomy flower that we've got as well in the vase from the painting. So
Okay,
we'll leave it up.
Look, we've gone like that with our big stem, then we've done a little line there, and a line right down through the vase. Same for that one, line through the vase. That one all the way down, line, and line through the vase. And now I'm just putting on with a very little brush, your littlest brush, just, it's not gypsophilia, it's similar to gypsophilia though, but it's just going off. So you just want to do little branches or stems, a bit like if you were doing a tree.
This is a tricky bit.
Oh no.
No, I think this is quite tricky. Using our darkest green colour that we've made with some green and a little bit of blue in it just to darken it up a bit. You don't need to put these exactly where they are on this one. Just put them anywhere you like, so just as long as there's kind of room for the big daisy petals to go in as well.
I'm going to have another one shooting out there.
So yeah, just go wherever you feel looks good.
I'm going to have that one cross and over. It's not the same as the one I've done before. I'm just playing around, guys. So just play. As we said earlier, there is no right or wrong. Art. Art's great. It can just be anything you want. People get all worried about doing things right, and it's really not true. Art is just fun. There is definitely no right or wrong, is there, Andy?
No. So yeah, just add little really thin sort of bits coming off and like details.
There you are, basically.
Just very
That's enough,
gently.
guys.
Right, I'll pop this light back and then if you... Oh, sorry, I'm showing our entire house there with the camera. Can everyone see that all right? We'll give that a minute for you all to catch up.
Oh, I need stems from my skinny ones.
Oh yeah. Once you've done that, yeah, just add the stems going down into the vase. And again, the same as we did with the daisy stems. That's nice.
Yeah, a bit of a crossover. Now we're going to lose some of that, so it'll probably just look darker later, but that's fine.
We'll leave that for a minute for everyone. Let us know, put some thumbs up in when you guys are ready to continue on. But take your time with this bit, 'cause it's
Yeah. What do you think of the music today, guys?
better today, isn't it?
Better today. I'm liking it better. Are you getting better at it, or?
No, just different playlists on it, so it's all the non-copyright stuff. Can you just hold...
Yes, smiley faces when you're ready, guys. Oh, thumbs up. Oh, there's a cry face. Why is there a cry face? Oh, hurrah. Lots of thumbs up and hearts. That's it, guys. That's what we need to see. Oh, a cry face. Why is the cry face? Tell me why. Right, if your brush is too thick, you need a thinner brush, but just push very, very lightly onto the canvas. Just hardly touch the canvas. Yes, you need a more detailed brush, a brush with a pointy end. they're quite handy for all the paintings, you know, to do the detail work. You normally end up having to use a detail brush at some point. I would get a hog's hair one rather than a soft sable one. Well, they're not sable now, they're nylon, but you know. Right, we're going to stick the flowers in. Right, let's get the petals in. Little brush. Clean it. Oh, I've got very dirty water. Good old slush. And then go on your cloth and see how dry it is on your cloth. Right, I'm going in with a bit of white. Doesn't matter if it's not pure white at this time because we'll sort it later. So let's get the petals in. I'm going to do this one first. You want one petal this way. I'm going to do the outside petals first. I'm going to have one there. Don't worry if you're going over stems and things. That's just what would happen in a flower painting, isn't it? Just sketch in where they're going to go, guys. I'm going to have a big one on this side here. That's all at the front, so I'm going to have to do that one in first. And then I'm going to have another one quite prominent there. I have just the tip of one there. I'll change the shape of these up later. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to put a little one there. But we'll sort out the shape of them properly in a minute. We're just sketching in the flowers, the petals. And just a tiny bit of one there. We'll sort the shape out later, guys. Just roughly get them in where you want them.
And you want that area to be bald of petals, the sort of edge. So it looks like
yes,
so that's where the end is.
Yeah, I think that's
expected.
nice.
Like that, yeah, like the finished one. That's when it all comes together, isn't it? When the petals get on.
I think it's when you do the white right at the end. Well, we've got it's at the minute it's a bit of a murky white, but that's okay. We're going to get bits of the green and everything going in, but that's fine. We don't want it to be pure white. We'll put some pure white in later just to highlight them. Don't worry about the edges of the petal going into the centre, because we're going to sort that out in a minute as well. We're going to sort it all out. I'm giving mine sort of rounded edges. I've painted them in a bit pointy, but I'm going to give them rounded edges when I'm actually doing them. So you can just change them up as you go. Don't worry about the murky white, as I said. We're going to sort that. Do them all separately, even though the white going into white
Blends together, doesn't it?
blends together. We're going to sort that out in a minute.
You sort everything out in a minute.
Always the way. So I'm going to have that one sort of going up a bit and leave a bit of a gap there. I'll have that one a bit pointy. Follow the shape, like we did with the vase, follow the shape of the petals. And you'll find that even though we're just painting everything white, there is a bit of a mark where the petals join.
This is a cover, this song.
Is it?
Yeah, Sam Smith.
Yeah, but he's not singing, is
Yeah,
he?
I think it's fine.
Can you do covers? I don't know. We've got into a bit of a trouble, guys. The first or second stream we did, we were using some fabulous music, but we're using original artists, and we got taken down. I thought we were going to end up in prison. We didn't.
I wonder if some people watching today were watching that one, have been watching for this long. It's been a month at least now we've been doing this.
Is it a month?
Must have been.
How long have we been in lockdown?
We were doing it before the lockdown. We were doing it when it was still, yeah, because all the pubs and things closed before we went on official lockdown, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah. I think this was the week lockdown was supposed to end, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
3 weeks?
I think so.
But
it doesn't look like it, does it?
I don't think it would be a good idea. I'm kind of getting used to it now, to be honest. It just feels like the new norm a little bit. I don't know if that's just me.
I think you're enjoying it too.
I won't be enjoying it next week when I have to catch up on all my work that I haven't done. Not think about that for now.
Yeah, so the little petals at the end, they're quite cute. I think I'm going to have that one sort of curving in a bit. There. But guys, don't worry about this. They're only flowers. They can have as many petals as you want. They can be any shape you want, really. You don't have to be realistic daisies. I do like a daisy though. There we are. So just get the paint on and we'll go in with detail work later.
So what does everyone think about our idea for the charity, the NHS one next week? Painting the rainbow. It means that your rainbow will be a professional rainbow in your window.
Yes. You'll have the
And everyone
best
will be-
rainbow in your street.
Everyone will be thinking, how have they
done
how have
that
they done
fabulous
that rainbow?
rainbow.
But obviously that's not the point. The point.
No, I think yes, I think you're losing the point a bit there. Are you all still? Oh, it's tonight you're meant to bang, isn't it? Is everyone still banging?
What do you mean by that?
Um,
The clapping?
yes. Well, we were banging, weren't we? We were banging a bit. Oh, sorry. We were.
I don't think we were.
We were banging.
Clapping.
We were banging a bin and a
Pan.
pan with a plastic bucket, weren't we? Because there's no one near us, so no one could hear anyway. So it was all a bit pointless. Right, I've got a bit of there that I want to take off. So I'm going to get a clean brush. I'm going to wet it. I'm just going to sort of take it out like that. Kitchen roll.
Oh, everyone seems to be behind the rainbow idea, so that's really good. Try and get as many people to watch that as we can. We'll really kind of advertise that one a lot, because it would be nice to get like to raise quite a lot of money for the NHS would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Well, it would make you feel good, wouldn't it? Yeah. So I've got I wanted a bit more of a gap there. I've managed to get that back, guys. So you saw how I did it. I just wetted a lot and then wiped it with a clean cloth. That'll work. We just need a bit of detail in there now.
How's everyone's paintings going? I know we had some issues with thin brushes and thick brushes and thin.
This is why you've got to come to
Stems.
my things, guys, because when you come to my things in the pubs, I have all the brushes with me and you can just do
And
it.
all the paints and everything's ready to go.
Yeah, everything is provided, guys. You come to the pub, you pay 20 quid, you get your canvas, you get your paint, you get everything you need, easel, cloth, painty shirt, step-by-step instruction. And you can drink wine and have fun and make friends. It's really great. Right, guys, I've got a hairy brush, I call it. Everyone needs a hairy brush, but you just use your big brush. I'm putting paint on my brush, and then I'm sort of jabbing it onto there, onto a clean bit of the plate. Jab, jab, jab. And then I'm going to go on here like this. And I'm going to make like little things of flowers coming out, little, and as the paint goes off, it's going to get better. Make them sort of coming out to a point.
I just caught Olive trying to escape.
Oh, we've got a cat in heat. She would have been doctored, but we went into lockdown before we could get her there, and oh dear.
Desperately trying to get out of the house.
I think she's rampant. But I'm going to have that one going behind. I think, yeah. Yeah, because the stalks are going behind. Yeah, so just make these decisions as you get there, guys. Are they in front? Are they behind?
You don't want too much paint on your brush for this bit, so you want to kind of put it on your brush and
Actually,
sort of wipe it off a little bit.
What's a good idea is to get the paint on your brush, do a few jabs at the bottom of these, and then as the paint gets less, go in to finish them off.
Oh, Paula Martin has said that Jasmine's painting away and concentrating really hard. That is what's nice about this. It is something you want to kind of concentrate on and get right, and it's a nice time to kind of get away from all of it and just concentrate on one thing, and it is really good for, like, especially kids, I think, to have something to kind of focus on at the minute, because it is
Well,
a
it's very worrying,
strange
isn't it?
time.
It's worrying us. My son Jamie started talking about dying and how he doesn't want to die, which is very upsetting, because he can't really say, well, don't worry, you're not going to. It's very tricky, very tricky. Right, there we go. That's more or less all you want for those. Step back, have a look at it from a distance. I don't know if I need another one sort of here, there, yeah. I haven't got a stove, but I'm just going to put on a, oh, I've got green. I've obviously gone in the green, but never mind, I'll sort that out in a minute. Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, you need to stick a little stalk on.
I'll put a stalk on in a minute, darling.
So it's good to, like, make decisions about your own painting, like what you feel's right. The other day we had a debate over whether to put tails on the Lion King or not. It was all, and some people did and some people didn't, because that's, you know, their decisions. So that's how you kind of make your paintings your own, where you make these decisions over where things should be.
If you look, like I looked there, and there did look like a bit of a gap there, so I've just filled it in with a bit of yellow blossom, which is a bit of a worry.
Maybe it's just blooming. It's still in the.
Yeah,
still in the buds.
what I'll do is I'll stick a bit more white on that later. I might put a bit of yellow in some of the other ones. You never
Even
know.
it out, yeah.
Oh, you never know. I might have one going up there as well.
That was quite nice. It's just
A stick.
a stick, yeah. You don't want to over blossom.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that yellow blossom, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll sort it. I'm putting a bit more definition out on some of my stalks. I do a tiny bit of black on some of them.
Yeah, if you're a bit of a perfectionist and you want to add some detail, you can add some little kind of hints of black or white on the stalks just to kind of show kind of shadow or light or whatever you
Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of black just where they're coming from the flowers. Just here and there, guys. I'm just playing around, you know.
Just very lightly if you're going to add dark though, because you don't want big kind of thick lines of black.
No.
Just little hints of it underneath the stems or in between.
Just here and there, just where you feel like. Thumbs up if you're ready to go, guys.
Nice idea with these presents is you can give these paintings is you can give them as presents. I mean, you know, you could drop them around at your grandparents' house. I'm sure they'd like a lovely kind of painting you've done, something like that. Or you can just keep them all yourself and have them on your wall. Show off a bit of what everything you've made.
Yeah, well, better. Okay, how are we doing?
A couple of thumbs up come in.
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to get our middle brush. We're going to get a bit of black. I like this homemade black, it's rather nice. It's a bit purpley, but I quite like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jab it. Just around here. Don't worry if you've got white there and it goes into it. You can fill that out later.
I wonder how Lynn and David are doing from earlier.
Oh, yes.
Painting together for the first time. I wonder how they're coming out. If they've stuck with it or... It is easy to get frustrated when you're painting and give up, isn't it? But that's the worst thing you can do.
Yes, never give up.
There's no such thing as a mistake, really. Everything just makes your painting unique and different. And so if you feel like something's gone wrong, it hasn't.
Right, now what I'm doing is I'm sort of jabbing it in because I want to create a bit of texture onto the petals.
Oh good, they're still watching, they're still painting along.
Oh, they're still painting.
Yeah.
Whose is the best? Okay, we're going to put a little bit more detail work onto the flowers. I'm going in with my very little brush.
And we're doing the black here, are we?
Yeah, we're using my... And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick out hardly any pressure on your brush, guys. Very little pressure. I went a bit too heavy there. And we're just going to just pick out
the edges of those petals, yeah?
Yeah.
Just define them a little bit, very lightly. Just add a kind of shadow underneath them so you can start to see the definition between all the petals.
Just a little bit. We're going to go in with some other colours in a minute, and
super thin, super light on your brush.
So I'm just sort of going in between the petals and just at the very tip. It's looking a bit brown now.
Apparently Emma Fibbins can't see it.
Oh, why?
I'm not sure. Are we having an issue with the camera or the light or something?
Right, and I'm going to put some tiny little lines in here.
Just coming from the centre of the petal.
Create a bit of shading there.
Sorry, got a bit wobbly there. So just super light.
We're going to go over this with a bit of other stuff in a minute. So we're going to go back over this with white, so don't worry about it.
This is with the black, but Mum's made the homemade black, so it's coming out a little bit sort of browny, which isn't a bad thing.
No, I don't mind.
Yeah, just with the black.
Pulling it
That
out a
starts
bit.
to define where those.
Yes, we've got that sort of sorted. I'm going to get a little bit of blue. And I'm going to put some little bits of blue in there. I'm going to put some white highlights in here later, but I'm just putting a bit of blue in for now. Just with your little brush and just little flicky sort of, just here and there.
So yeah, just exactly what you did with the black.
You can put some bits. I'm going to have a big bit of blue there, I think. So you can just mess on with it and just stick them where you like. Mainly where you think they'd be in shadow. And you might have a little bit further down. So I am just playing, guys. There's no right or wrong.
You don't want to overdo it as well either, so just kind of 2 or 3 little flicks in each petal. You don't want to lose the white as well.
There we are. So I'm just playing. Just play. I'm going in with a bit of the lighter blue that I had for the background as well, here and there. Just okay. I'm just getting a bit of hairy white. I'm just fixing something on mine, guys, because you probably didn't do that. I just did that a bit too yellow there, so I'm just sort of fixing it a little bit. I'm going to make the bottoms of these all a little bit. Okay, going out to nothingness.
Yes, this is just perfectionist touches. If I feel like it, or if you think yours is perfect the way it is.
There we go. They look quite good with that bit of yellow underneath. I'll let you all catch up, guys.
So yeah, we just added definition to the petals a little bit with some black and some blue, not too much. Put some thumbs up when you're done with that too.
What colour that? That was black, guys. Black and blue. Oh.
So yeah, thumbs up in when you're there. Nearly finished now.
Okay, thumbs up coming. Way. Right, guys, what we're going to do now is I want you to get your middle brush, clean it, dry it, and I want you to get a bit of your red, and I want you to do what we did earlier with the white. You're going to get a bit of it and jab it onto your plate like that, and then I'm just going to put a little bit in there. Can you see, Amber? Can you see what I'm doing?
With red.
Just like that. I'm jabbing it again. We're jabbing it because we want to create the sort of texture of the centre of this flower. We want it to look a bit bumpy and
Colony.
yeah, polleny. So just putting a bit of red in for the shadow. So just here and there. And then stick your brush in the water. And all of a sudden this is going to leap into life, guys, as always. Actually, I'm going for it. I'm putting thingy up there as well. Where's my brush?
Yeah, you don't have to do this, you just add some extra.
Yeah, I'm just playing while I'm waiting for you. Like, you're all so slow. You can play on with this when we've stopped. You know, you don't have to finish when I've finished, do you? You can mess on and. Right, we all up to speed. Might have overdone that now. Never mind. Okay, stop me.
So yeah, you just put some red in the centres.
Put the red in the flowers. Okay, now we're going in with the same brush. Clean it. You want it very clean. And this time you want some of your yellow, and we're going to do the same thing again. I want you to get it onto your middle brush, and I want you to jab it.
Bright yellow.
The brightest yellow you've got. So jab it like that, and we're going to put it in here where the sun is hitting it. And jab it, and look where the little bits come out. That looks good. You want it to sort of look like that. You want it to look sort of fluffy and cloud-like in a way. So don't paint it on, you're jabbing it on. Jab, 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 jab. Jab, 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 jab. So just around the red, perhaps bits into the red here and there. And a bit out the top. I want to create a bit of a dome sort of effect on some of them. So we're getting there, guys, aren't we? Are they all looking better? Mine's looking better. It's the last few bits, like I always say, that will bring it to life. Not very happy about this bit here. I'm just going to sort this out with a bit of yellow. The more yellow you put on here, guys, the lighter and better it will look. Oh, lovely music. There, that's really coming to life now.
Yeah, the colours looked a little bit dim earlier, and this should just really brighten them up.
Really coming to life. I'm going to sort it out in a minute with a bit more. I'm going over the red a little bit, onto the petals a little bit. Hey guys, are you nearly there? How you doing? Thumbs up when you're there. Oh, I'm liking it, Amber. It's looking good. I hope yours are all looking good. We've got a couple more bits to do. Not very much now, guys. Right, we're going to get our middle brush. Clean it. Mine's really disgusting. Do the good old slosh in the water. Slosh it, slosh it, slosh it, slosh it. Or you might even, I could do with clean water, Amber. Amber. I could do with some clean water.
Okay.
Thank you. I really need it to be clean because I'm going in to do some white now. She's getting me some. While I'm waiting for it, I'll get a bit of that red and I'm going to put a little bit more red in. Just a tiny bit. I'm really liking the way that goes there, so I'm not going to touch that. Right. What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm getting my middle brush, I'm really, really cleaning it a lot.
Just getting you new water?
In the dirty water, then I'm going to dry it and go in the clean water, so it's really clean.
Wow.
And dry it, and then I'm going to get a bit of white. The reason I've done all of that is I want to put some white on these petals, but I want it really white. And I'm just going to put it on in bits. Can you see? Is that okay? Can you all see what I'm doing?
Yeah, right on the tips of the petals.
Tips and where you think the light might be hitting it. Don't hide all the work you've done, but you know, if you've gone a bit heavy-handed with the blue, which I have there, you can just splodge it like that with a bit of the white. I'm going to do that on all of them. So you're just bringing the petals to life, really. You're putting a bit of light on them where the light is hitting them. And just, if you need to reshape them a little bit, reshape them. I'm going to make that one a bit rounder, like that. Oh, I've got a drip. We're doing a drip. here. Can you see the difference between these petals and these petals? That bit of white just gives them a little bit more density in places. You don't want it everywhere, just here and there. And some of it you want to look a bit transparent, because petals do. Not keen on that bit there. Okay. They're looking a bit better. Now with the same brush that I had the white on, I'm getting a bit of yellow on that brush. I've made a very, very, very light yellow now, and I'm just going to splodge it just in touches where the light is hitting it. Jabbing it again to create the feeling of pollen. I'm a bit heavy there, so I'm going to just jabbing away like that, just to create the feeling of the pollen. Let me get away from that and have a look. Yes, that looks perfect. Okay, that's looking much better, guys. I hope yours are looking much better. Give me the thumbs up when you're there. So you've put a bit of white on the petals, and with your brush, you put a bit of yellow onto the dirty white brush, and you stick it on. I might stick a little bit here and there.
Going off piece again.
Oh, I know, I shouldn't be doing that, sorry. Okay, there we go. Stop, stop.
There you go, we've got a couple of thumbs up coming in. Might wait till a couple more come in, so we know that everyone's on the same
Oh, it's looking
page.
good, Amber. I'm looking like, get away from your paintings, guys. Have a look from a distance. The further away you get, the better the look. Like from another room, they look great. Only taking the mickey, only playing. Okay, no, they're looking fab. She said, looked at her room. Okay, guys, little brush, you all ready? Thumbs up, come on, how are you doing? We want them to look rotund and full. Well, hey, thumbs up. Come on then. Right, we want our littlest brush.
Final touches now, guys. This is what will pull it all together.
Pull it all together in the last moments. Right, we're going with our little brush. Some white. Is it alright? Can you see there from here? Okay?
Yep.
Now we're going to go like this, right around
The rim.
create the shape of it. I'm going to put some touches just at the back, obviously not obscuring the stalks.
So yeah, at the end I'll put a little post on, and we can all comment in the ones that we've made, because it'll be nice to see, because obviously this one is a bit trickier than the usual kids ones, which is why we kind of say it's for older kids and for adults, because it's a tricky one.
It's trickier than
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how everyone from all different ages have
yeah. So but that bit on the top, guys, it should be starting to look a bit more jar-like.
So you've just put lines across those ridges you made at the very beginning.
Ridges. Not all the way, just
Hints. Yeah, don't go too heavy-handed with the white.
and then here I'm just going to go like that. And I'm not going to do it on that side. I'm going to put some white bits across.
So just really, really gentle brush strokes, barely even touching the canvas with your brush. Let the paint do the work. And following the kind of curve of the jar.
Yeah, mostly. I have got one going down, just where the... And that's it. You don't want any more than that on, guys. That's enough. Should look like you've got a jar now. And I'm just going to sign that. Always remember to sign it.
So no one can steal it, claim it's theirs.
I'm going to do that again because it went a bit AWOL. There we are. I just do it with my initials. You use whatever you want. It's just become a squiggle for me. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I hope you're happy with yours. Right, I've got a couple of things that we've got to bear in mind, guys. Tomorrow night, we are painting this. And we are going to be drinking wine. It doesn't have to be red wine. It can be white wine. It can be rosé wine. It can be Prosecco. I'm not going to be drinking all of that, but I might be drinking some.
You give it a good crack anyway.
Yes, I'll give it a good go. On Tuesday, we are painting the NHS rainbow, and that all proceeds from that will go to the NHS charity.
So we'll put a donations link onto that. So if you feel like donating, we'll sort that out.
It'll all go to the NHS, and tell any of your friends that might want to do that one as well, because it will be good, and you will have gorgeous. You will have, I guarantee and promise you, the best rainbow in your street if you come and do my link. Okay, so come and do the link, and I promise you'll have the best rainbow in your street. And the other thing is, if you've enjoyed today, please donate if you can. It's just for, this one's just for us. It's because I can't work at the moment. Oh, my dog wants to be out. I can't work at the moment because I can't go and do this. This is my job, and I can't do it in any of the pubs. But if you've enjoyed it, guys, please donate. Just anything will do. And if you can't afford to donate, don't worry. Okay, I'm going to leave this up so you can finish off, and I am going to go and have a glass of wine. Or is it too early? Oh, it's too early. Okay, there you go.
So I'll leave this on for 5 minutes or so you can all finish off with your highlights and things like that.
And how do they donate, Amber? Could you tell
I'm
me?
going to put a link for the Tiddly Painters PayPal on a post that will be up in 10-20 minutes or so. And there will be a link very shortly, where also in the comments of that post, it would be fab if everyone could post a picture of what they've done today.
Oh yes, please.
We'd really like to compare them all. We might make a little collage of them all, pop them on as well. So yes, that would be fab. Thank you all for joining us today. We've had a great time, and I hope your paintings have turned out beautiful.
I'm dying to see them, guys, so get them posted so I can have a look. Okay, thank you guys, bye. Oh, thank you guys, bye. See you next time.